What if I told you the biggest thing that's holding you back is not your circumstances, but what you believe about them, what you believe about yourself? So you'll remember that last week I was talking about the RAS and how our subconscious mind and what's stored on it influences what the reticular activating system focuses on, what it regards as important and unimportant, what it filters out and what it lets through to your subconscious mind. So today I would like to look at one of the things that are stored on our subconscious mind, and that is our beliefs. So I'm wondering what you think a belief is. And I'm pretty sure you guessed something in the line of this, that it's a thought that keeps on repeating, consciously or subconsciously, and then over time, it basically becomes a belief. So a belief is something that you believe to be true, whether it is true or not. And the thing with our beliefs is they started coming in since a very young age. We've been conditioned by our parents, by society, our culture, religion, maybe trauma, and we don't even realize it. Because when you were a child, you were just going on happily with your life and you didn't really pay attention to these things that are conditioning your mind. So, what things did your family, society teach you that you just never questioned? And I'm sure if you sit back and you think about it, it's like, yeah, what things can I actually recall? So these beliefs are so ingrained in us. And I'm not saying all the beliefs are wrong, but what I'm saying is maybe there are some beliefs that were there to protect you as a child, but those same beliefs don't serve you anymore. And it's to figure out which of these beliefs are actually keeping us stuck and not helping us move forward. So here's one of those beliefs, and I think it's part of so many cultures that you always need to put other people first. Give the best to other people. And that's all great, but I want you to be included in those other people, because if you don't see yourself as important or worthy, then you're never going to give the best to yourself as well. And we can't pour from an empty tank. And how often do we actually pour from an empty tank just because of this belief? Always just give to other people, put them first. But what about you? The moment you put yourself first, you feel guilty about it. You feel it's selfish. No, this can't be right. But there's a reason. So that's back then, that's the conditioning from back then when we were children. And yes, I think it teaches us to not just think about ourselves, but doing that, it also diminished who we are and our own self-worth. And that's why, when you fly, if there's an emergency, you need to put that oxygen mask on yourself first. Otherwise, you can't help other people. You can't feel guilty because you first help yourself. Okay, if you I don't know, if you fainted and without oxygen, you can't help other people. Okay, so there's an example of one of these beliefs. So your beliefs are honestly like computer programs, and sometimes computer programs need to be updated to get a better version, to get better results. So your beliefs are also these programs, these subconscious programs that are running in the background. Your beliefs create your perception of reality. It gives you that meaning, the way you see yourself, the way you see your circumstances, other people. So that is what beliefs do. And whatever you believe it's interesting. You put it out there in the universe and that comes back to you. That's what your RAS also does. It focuses on those things that you believe to be true, which aren't necessarily true. So I'm going to give you 2 techniques that you can try to change those beliefs. So I want you to think of one area in your life where you feel stuck. And then I want you to ask yourself, what are the possible beliefs that are running in the background here? What's causing me to feel this way? So say, for example, you want to start your own business, but you procrastinate and you just keep going on with your life a month, a year, 2 years, 5 years, and you never get to that point where you start your own business. So when you think, okay, but what's really stopping me? There might be fear. What will people say? What if I fail and everyone sees it? I don't have enough experience. I don't have the right knowledge. So then what you can do is you can reframe those beliefs. But I can learn. What if I just try? What if I see failure as part of the process? There isn't a single entrepreneur on this earth who hasn't failed at some point in their businesses. But what does failure do? It actually shows us how not to do something. So we learn from it, we grow, we build a stronger business for ourselves. So we need those failures. It doesn't say anything about our capabilities. So you look at your beliefs and then you reframe it into what you would like to believe. And then you start repeating those beliefs over and over and over. Use them as affirmations. In the mornings, put them up on your mirror, wherever you go, that you are aware of these new beliefs that you would like to ingrain on your subconscious mind. But it might be so that there's a belief that is so incredibly strong that when you reframe it, it doesn't seem possible or like the truth. So say, for example, you have this belief, I can't do this. Like when I was at high school, I honestly thought I couldn't do maths. Now, I don't have that barrier, that block anymore. But back then, I solidly believed it. So say, for example, you have this belief, I can't do this. Okay, so for you to jump straight to I can do this, it doesn't feel real, it doesn't feel genuine. Okay, so you can create like a belief bridge for yourself there. So we're currently at I can't do this, and now the first bridge that you're building is but I can learn. Because yes, you can learn, you know you can learn. Next bridge, I can grow into it. That also feels real. So guess what? The next bridge is going to be, I can do this. Okay? So you can create these bridges to make it believable until you actually believe it. Remember, the biggest thing that is stopping you right now is not your circumstances, it's what you believe about your circumstances. And if you're going to change your beliefs, you are naturally going to change your outcomes. So what you believe is what you receive. I'm Tronél and I'm a certified master life coach and NLP practitioner. You're always welcome to connect with me if you want to work through these beliefs with me or anything else. I do in-person coaching in New Zealand. I'm based in Wanganui. And of course, I also coach online. So please feel free to reach out to me at any time. So if we think about that,